Prince George is set to celebrate his 13th birthday on July 22, 2026, marking the moment he officially enters his teenage years and a pivotal new chapter in his royal journey. The future king is expected to enjoy a quiet, private celebration with Prince William, Princess Catherine, Prince Louis, and Princess Charlotte at the family's Windsor Great Park home, Forest Lodge. The intimate birthday comes just weeks before George leaves home to begin boarding at Eton College this September, a milestone that will shape the next stage of his education and royal life. While milestones for senior members of the royal family often attract public attention, Prince William and Princess Catherine have consistently tried to ensure their children experience as normal a childhood as possible. Over the years, birthdays have typically been celebrated behind closed doors with close family, homemade touches, and quality time together instead of lavish public celebrations. This year's birthday carries even greater significance because it represents more than simply turning another year older. At 13, George is stepping into his teenage years while preparing for one of the biggest changes of his life, leaving the comfort of home to begin boarding school at the prestigious Eton College. For George, the coming weeks are likely to be filled with a mixture of excitement and nerves. Like many children his age, he is preparing to meet new classmates, adapt to a new routine, and gain greater independence. Yet, unlike most teenagers, every step of his journey is watched by millions around the world, adding an extraordinary dimension to an otherwise familiar milestone. Sources close to the royal household have long emphasized that William and Catherine want George to enjoy as much normality as possible, despite his position as second in line to the British throne. That philosophy has shaped many of their parenting decisions since George was born, from choosing Forest Lodge as their family home to encouraging their children to spend as much time together as possible away from the spotlight. The move to Forest Lodge in Windsor Great Park last year reflected that priority. Located on the expansive 4,800-acre grounds with an 8-bedroom Georgian mansion, the couple's home, was originally built in the 1770s and was formerly known as Holly Grove. It has become the backdrop for countless family moments, from school mornings and weekend walks to birthdays and holidays. George's 13th birthday is expected to continue that tradition. Rather than a public celebration filled with royal pageantry, the occasion is likely to revolve around simple family pleasures, sharing a meal together, opening presents, and spending time with Prince Louis and Princess Charlotte before life changes in the autumn. For the younger siblings, the transition will also mark a significant adjustment. George has always been a protective older brother, and his departure for boarding school means the close-knit trio will no longer see each other every day during the school term. Although weekends and school holidays will reunite them, daily life at Forest Lodge will inevitably feel different. Prince William understands that experience better than almost anyone. He attended Eton College himself, arriving there in the mid-1990s and spending 5 formative years at the historic Berkshire School. Those years helped shape his confidence, independence, and friendships, many of which have endured into adulthood. It is perhaps no surprise, then, that William and Catherine are believed to have carefully considered the decision before choosing Eton for their eldest son. The school offers a combination of academic excellence, extensive extracurricular opportunities, and a level of security suited to a future monarch. It also allows George to remain relatively close to home, making regular visits with his family more practical than if he were studying farther away. Founded in 1440 by King Henry VI, Eton College has educated generations of British leaders, diplomats, military officers, and members of the royal family. Beyond its centuries-old traditions, the school is known for encouraging students to develop leadership skills, resilience, and a strong sense of responsibility, qualities that will undoubtedly be important for George as he grows into his future constitutional role. Yet William and Catherine have repeatedly demonstrated that they do not want George's royal destiny to define every aspect of his childhood. Instead, they have focused on helping him experience the same joys and challenges that many young people encounter. Whether attending football matches with his father, joining his family at Wimbledon, supporting charitable events, or simply appearing alongside his siblings during public engagements, George has gradually become more comfortable in the public eye while still being allowed space to grow. Royal watchers have noticed this gradual evolution over the past few years. George appears increasingly confident during official appearances, greeting well-wishers with a relaxed smile and showing growing ease during conversations with members of the public. Even so, his parents continue to strike a careful balance between preparing him for his future responsibilities and protecting his privacy. That balancing act may become even more important as George enters his teenage years. Adolescence is a transformative period for any young person, and for a future king, the expectations can be even greater. Public interest in his education, friendships, hobbies, and future role is likely to increase as he grows older.